And dude, honestly, I think I'm just kind of a hipster when it comes to sports. Like
I would agree with that.
I don't know how else to explain it. I'm terrified of like groupthink. Like herd mentality scares me. Whenever something gets too popular and it reaches critical mass, I take a step back. And I'm like, wait a minute. Why is everybody wearing these shoes all of a sudden? Why is everybody, why did everybody go for the pastel hoodies all of a sudden? I don't like this. What's going on? Let me analyze this and see if I agree. And most of the time, I don't. And I think I have the same approach to fandom. Like the reason that I like Tottenham is actually an extremely small reason to start. My godfather is Russian, actually fought in the Red Army. I'm trying to get him on
Oh
Dev
wow,
TV to talk about the Russian national team. So check out the channel if you want to see that. I'm still working on it. He
seriously.
don't he, he don't like to talk about it too much, but I'll see if I can get him eventually. But there was a guy called Roman Pavlyuchenko who played for Spurs, Russian guy, and that was quite literally the reason that I started watching Tottenham. And he had really cool he had a really cool hairstyle too. And I was like, oh,
Pavlyuchenko was like, dude, what year was that? That was like,
2012 maybe,
yeah, this was. I mean, yeah, I was gonna say about a decade ago. Pavlyuchenko played for
2011.
Spurs a long time ago.
Yeah, played 4 seasons. I want to say his last one was 2012, and I kind of started paying attention in 2011, right after the World Cup.
Okay,
Um, so it had to have been early 2010s. And so
so that
that
one
was
player was your inspiration for the Spurs passion that you have.
it was to check them out. It was
Okay,
to give them a proper look. You know what I mean? And then I think I liked them because, well, there's two reasons. One, I liked them because there weren't a lot of Spurs fans. Um, and I think there's something special about choosing a niche team because when you run into somebody, when I encounter somebody in the wild wearing a Tottenham jersey, and honestly, this is getting um, it's kind of losing the magic as Tottenham become more and more popular. Now I
yeah,
actually see a lot of Spurs fans. But back in the day, if I was at the grocery store and I saw a guy with a Tottenham beanie on, like I was dapping him up, we were having a 10-minute conversation, and it was just like a very rare event. And I like that because you kind of form like a very closed community. You know what I mean? Like football is very tribal, but I don't want to just join the biggest tribe because it's the biggest tribe. I don't want to root for Man U just because they have the most American fans. Um, and I always found American football fans to be very fair weather. Like, why do you
yeah,
like Man
very
U?
very fair
Because
weather.
they're good. I'm like, bro, that ain't a reason. That ain't a reason to just like pick a team. Like, do you like the logo? Do you have any type of emotional connection to the manager? To the players? Did you visit and it was like the first game you ever saw as a kid? No, it's just like, oh, well, they're really good, and I just don't like that mentality because I don't think sports is all about winning. I think that's a big
Definitely
big
not.
part of it.
I'll say that right now. It's if anybody who yeah, there's plenty of those fair weather fans here in America. It is 100% not about winning. Andre and I on the show, and people know he's one of the mainstay hosts on the show. We argue about this all the time because he constantly throws the argument out there about trophies, right? Real Madrid are levels above any other club because of the trophies they won. And while that may be true in your mind, and I guess maybe on paper, there's so much more that goes into the passion you have for the club, which I consider to be a brand, a community, a group, a tribe.
For sure.
There's so much that goes into it. There's no way you're only united by the fact that you have multiple trophies.
For sure. For sure. I just counting trophies is the same like cancerous debate that happens in the NBA all the time. Where it's like X player is better than this guy because he has more rings. I'm like, well, X player averaged 8 points a game in the playoffs. You're gonna tell me that he's better than Giannis because Giannis only has one ring? It's an idiotic argument. And I don't like that at all when it comes to football. And not
Yeah,
just because I'm a Spurs fan. Like, yeah, Harry Kane doesn't have any trophies, but I'm a massive Atleti fan too, and we've won quite a few things under Simeone.
yeah.
But like, I'm not a fan of Atletico Madrid because they won 2 La Ligas. I'm a fan of Atletico Madrid because of the aura around the club, because of the dark arts, the play style, the cult of personality that is Simeone. Like, I'm a massive Simeone fan. It ain't about winning a Europa League. Like, that's cool, but it's the journey of being a fan. What does that look like? So I think when I was picking Tottenham, I looked at other clubs too, and I think I was just really turned off by how like I said, American fans acted who were fans of Arsenal or fans of Chelsea. I couldn't stand them, and I was like, man, I don't want to be in this. It felt like a really popular frat on campus, but like nobody actually was genuine and like really fucked with each other. Sorry, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but
No, you definitely are.
you can censor that out in post. And I was like, I don't want to be a part of this. Like, I want to join a team that feels a bit more special to me. And it ended up being Tottenham. I had no idea that we were going to get players like Harry Kane and Son down the road, which has been incredible to watch. But I liked the history of homegrown talent. I liked that. I liked that they didn't just go out and buy the biggest names. I was attracted to that. I was like, okay, this is a development club, as opposed to like just a strict buying club. That was
Yeah.
very attractive to me. I didn't really care about the trophies or anything.